everyone and welcome back. After doing so much for one day yesterday, I figured out it would probably be a better idea if I did less today. Had a bit of a break and just relaxed for a little bit while going around the city at my own pace. So right now I'm at the Okazaki Shrine. It's the, what do you call this? The shrine that's dedicated to rabbits, which is very special. It's not exactly like the other ones, so makes it a little bit better. I'm here for a few photos. I asked the staff over there. They said, yes, as long as you're not in other people's way, you can just do whatever you want. So permission granted, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna walk around here, see what I can do, because I only have very little in my bag today. So all for the best, and let's go look for a photo. Alright, I'll be honest with you here, there's really not much to see and not much to shoot here. There's a lot on offer, but not a lot of it is actually doable, nor is it that good looking, because everything is very small and I really don't want to mess up everything else. I don't want to touch it, I don't want to knock it over, so I had to find something slightly bigger, like this thing right here. So I'm going to explain this as quick as possible because the bugs are annoying me and I already have a few bites. Well, one big one on my hand, that's really itchy. Let's take a look at what I'm using. 15-35 at 35mm f2.8 for maximum bokeh, because everything in the background is relatively busy. On the right side there's a lot of trees, and if I don't blur them out it's going to be a big distraction. On the left side it's okay. I do want everyone else to see what's in the background instead of just blurring it out so everything looks fine. Horizontal composition, vertical is weird with the 35, so horizontal will do the trick. It's more of a cutesy-weetsy, I came here to the rabbit shrine kind of photo instead of a normal, what I usually do, you know what I mean, like that kind of photo. This one's a bit different. One tripod here, I'm just going to use AI and just clone out the rest here. Everything is fine. I'm not just gonna set up another tripod because I will be a bit of a nuisance if I do. One light on top for the reflection of the eyes. I don't want to hold another one like this because it's hot and itchy and I want to leave. So this looks all right, I suppose. People are looking at me when they come by, so get used to the embarrassment, I suppose. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at the shot. I would say it's okay, good for a beginning shot, and plus I'm very exhausted and tired from what happened yesterday. So, seems about alright. Okay, let's move on to the next one. After a bit of walking, I have arrived at Heian Shrine, or Heian Shinkyu or something. I forgot what the Japanese is. This place is, well, pretty cool, but at the same time, the inside is under renovation. So there's going to be a lot of foliage. What's the word? I don't know what the word is editing me on screen right now. And it's not really that pretty. And plus, inside it's pretty empty, so I can't exactly get a photo in there, even if they allow it, because there's a sign outside that says no commercial, blah blah, so on. And whatever I do, it doesn't really matter what it is. The moment I pull out my gear, they'll say it's commercial and kick me the hell out. So I am likely just going to sit right here. It's right at the door. I don't think they're going to really care, because someone's shooting baby photos with their kimonos and all that. I know it's a small camera, but it's still technically commercial. What I'm doing is, well, it's not commercial, but they think it is, but it's at the door. So I think I'll be fine. Without further ado, let's go inside, get some B-roll, and let's do the setup. After a quicker setup process, because this one is relatively easy, and plus I don't really want to pull out two tripods for a, I will say, mediocre composition, because I'm just standing this thing, basically balancing it on one beam that's not even that visible in the photo, so I'm not going to pull out everything in my arsenal. And plus, this is, technically speaking, by all means, a pedestrian road. I don't want to do that. Anyway, without rambling, let's take a look at what I'm using. 15-35 at 35mm f4, because I think f4 is enough. 2.8 is a bit too much, and plus I want a little bit of background detail. There's a lot of people in there, there's a lot of white and blues reflecting off, so it's not exactly the best thing ever, but at the same time, some color indifferent, because everything in front is red, pink, and everything in the back is also red and gold, which is probably the worst combination you can get. Horizontal composition, because vertical 35 is not the best. I want 50, but I don't have a 50mm. Don't want to use 70, because that means I'll stand a little bit further, and by meaning standing a bit further, that will mean on the road where the cars are. Not a great idea ever. Anyways, one light on top of the camera, because I don't have my flashes, and plus I feel like even if I did have my flashes, I would probably get kicked out, even though this is the door. So yeah, not the best idea either. I'm likely going to just use AI and clone out the background, the tripod, and also the plate. The plate is a little bit of a problem, but at the same time, there's not much I can do about it. It should be fine, and plus my cloning skills have improved over the years, so I think it should be okay. All right, without further ado, let's take a look at the shot. Overall, I'd say it's okay. It's good for a quickie shot. I only use around 30 minutes for this one, another 10 to pack up, and I can get out of here. The wind is starting to blow in, and that means I have to pull this thing in, because the umbrella is actually catching a lot of the wind that I don't want it to. It's still quite stable because it's clipped on and standing well, so it should be okay. All right, let's take this down and go have lunch. So this is Yasaka Shrine, and I'm pretty sure you're not surprised to hear me say I am probably not going to shoot this place. Not only is it extremely crowded, the sun is right ahead of me, so if I were to shoot upwards like this, it's absolute game over. I don't have my flashes, yes I do have my diffuser, but I don't think it's going to work. So unfortunately, I guess, I will probably go in, take some selfies, take some B-roll, and probably roll the outro, I guess. Done, didn't you? I mean, you can just look at the runtime, but for me, I'm back at Inari, and you might be asking, why are you bloody here 2 days in a row? First of all, because this is such a good place. Everything I want kind of appears here, and most importantly, I get to use tripods however I want. Nobody really says anything, and I can just stack to my heart's desire, because I really do need that in such a dark scene. Look at this place. It's one of the little ones in the whole place, and it's really, really dark. I have a few photos in mind, so it's going to take a lot less time compared to yesterday, but at the same time, it's really dark, and I do not have the confidence to light the whole scene up as good as I can in daylight. Hopefully everything goes right, because I have 3 photos I want. 1 I already know that I can do, 2 more that I'm not quite sure, so I will have to go look where they are. Anyway, I think this is a good one, so let's go do this one more time.
Il telefono non funzionava più e poi ho fatto una rabbia veramente videochiamate fatto cazzo.
I would just like you to know that it's really, really dark here. I have a little problem myself that I can't really see that well at night, so this is the absolute nightmare for me. At the same time, it's one of the dream locations, so it's not like I can just say no to this place. I'm heading up to one of the checkpoints up there. It shouldn't be too far to get to. I think I'll have to walk a little bit more uphill this time, so hopefully everything goes right. Let's keep going. spooky. Let's not look at that. This is the first one I've been eyeing up, and as you can see, a lot of these what's the word for these things? I forgot. Editing me up screen on now, thank you very much. They're in the shape of foxes, and I think you know who's the fox in my bag. Fubuki would fit really well with this scene. I have another Miko outfit prepared, and this is going to work quite well, given if the staff doesn't tell me to get it the hell out of it. So I think it'll be fine, because it's just hanging off a tripod, if anything. So I will probably try shooting here, and also I actually have tracking in the spot because there's a light right there, and I can afford to use a bit of magic on this bloody camera instead of just using low light mode. Everything's okay, and without further ado, let's try the setup. Alright, here we go. First photo of tonight, and I will just say, a guard passed by, looked at my setup, and just ignored me, basically. So, meaning that it's okay to do this for some reason. So, I'm not saying that I shouldn't be doing this, but it's kind of grey area. So, I'll say it's about alright, because this thing's pretty light, and if you were leaning on it, it'd probably break. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's take a look at what I'm using. I'll also be doing this to my face, so this bloody camera there actually tracks myself. Let's take a look at what I'm using. 7200 f2.8 at 70mm, because I want some compression, ideally 15mm, but I don't have that, so 70 would look pretty alright. F2.8 for maximum bokeh, and under these situations you would need absolute lighting, because I know it looks bright, and oh dear, the camera just lost me focus. There we go, it's back. So under these situations, it's very, very dark, and oh boy, Jesus, I hate these things. There we go. Under these situations, it's so dark that you would need all the light you can get. Even with the full frame camera, I kind of debated using over ISO 3000, and it's not really working that well. So I'd rather lower the shutter speed and let the tripods do the trick. Time for the lighting situation. One light on top of the camera at very, very low output, the other one slightly taller up here, and one I'll be putting around, say, here or so, lighting the whole figure. It's just that there's one bluish white light over there, and that's mixing up the whole color temperature thing, because whatever at the back is around the same color temperature as this. It's around like 3200, 3000 or so, so it's pretty alright, but the blue light over there kind of ruins the entire thing. I think I can patch it out, but no promises. Again, 2 tripods, stacking shot, absolutely brilliant. I don't need to worry about AI stuff, and that's about it. So let's take a look at the shot. I would say decent for the first one. I don't need to go up there this time because I already did that yesterday. That was horrible. So from now on, I'll be heading only downwards, and those are by all means more easier shots. I do have one duo in mind because I do have 2 of these, but that one is going to be slightly later at around, let's say, 10:30 or so. Hopefully I do get that shot because that's one of the best ones of the entire trip, at least what I'm expecting. Alright, time to pack up and let's get the second shot. Okay, we're done with the first shot, and as I said earlier, I am not going to whatever it is back there because I did that yesterday and that was absolutely bumfuck horrible. So dark in there that I really wouldn't consider it ever again. Less so the lighting, more so I couldn't really see anything in front of me. So I am probably going to head downwards all the way down to near the entrance and see if I can get 2 more shots from there. I just need 1 single and 1 duo. The duo I do have the place in mind. Oh dear, is that tall enough? I hope it's tall enough. So I'll be pulling my tripod down there. Well, I have half the things in my bag and the other half in my hands because I'm a lazy bastard. Anyway, let's get going. found a second spot. This is the one I was talking about when I was talking about the single one. It's okay, it's not that special, but at the same time, the main reason why I'm choosing this is because there's a light right there. See that? I can actually use autofocus. How magical. This thing doesn't really like low light because the sensor is like my fingernail. And, you know, it's not exactly great. Anyways, I am likely going to shoot up there with a wide angle, say 28, 24, 20 or so, and see how I can max out the bokeh, but at the same time, try and retain as much as the shape of the temple as much as possible. It's going to be very, very difficult seeing that this is all dark and that is all bright, but at the same time, I have all my tripods, I can do whatever the hell I want here, so I can just stack whatever I want. And stacking is what I do best. Anyways, let's start the setup. Japanese people are weird, man. Sometimes things that seem just outrageous or just weird to me are okay, completely fine, but things that seem just normal, arbitrary to me are not. They get pissed off by that. Now, I need to explain what happened just now. A guard came up to me when I was almost done setting up and said, "Oh, this is inside the temple, you can't shoot this, blah blah blah, all that, there's 1,000 words down below." I'm not that good at Japanese, so I really couldn't understand what he was saying, but the most important thing was, you can't shoot here, it's inside the temple. That's all I needed to know. I do find it weird because when I was up there, like, not even early in the day, what I mean is up there shooting the kitsune stuff, a guard came over to me, looked at all my stuff, even looked at me putting the thing on the little stand and just ignored me. So I think that was okay, despite me thinking it was kind of outrageous. I honestly thought I could get away with it because guards don't come up there that often. I did get caught, but the guard thought it was fine for some reason, despite me thinking it's more of a grey area. I think I talked about this a while ago, but when I was inside that temple, apparently it was not okay, despite me not really doing anything much. Japanese people and the god respect thing, it's weird. I'm not gonna touch on that. It's a whole bucket of mess that I'm just gonna bury down here from now on. Just saying that I'm not really a fan of that. And to say that I didn't get a shot just now would be a lie, because, well, I did, but it's not that good. Well, I don't know if it's good or not. Here's a shot on screen right now with the settings. I was basically done setting up the whole shot, but the guard, well, he came over and said I couldn't do that, so I had to pretend I was packing away. I still got a shot because I could look like I was packing away. I'm not sure if it's good or not. Hopefully it is, because I know the R5, I know the lighting is okay, bearable. Hopefully editing me can pull something good out of my ass. Tomorrow I'm going to a palace thing, and then Arashiyama bamboo forest. Names down here, I don't really remember what that is. It's a very popular place, and tomorrow's a Sunday, so it's going to be absolutely horrible, but there's no way I can get there earlier, so that's the only way I can do it. It's going to be very harsh. However, I do actually get to go home a little bit early today. An unexpected surprise, but a welcome one. So, yeah, actually, I might get some ice cream later. I do feel like some. Melon soda as well? Anyway, off topic. So tomorrow's also going to be a long day, but after that I'm heading to Osaka, which is still 2 more days. I'm really tired. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this absolutely horrible video to the very end. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this garbage content. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. Please don't talk about the Japanese god thing, I don't want any trouble on my ass. And I will see you next time. Lemon, out.